be explaining about the ad groups, and in the previous one we covered the how do we basically set up the campaign, and I basically ended up creating the whole campaign. uh, but anyways, in this one, and basically in the previous one we did set up the ad group while we were creating the whole campaign and setting up everything for the garage door campaign. If you're following along, you must have seen that previous video. uh, but now I'm just gonna cover how do we basically set up a new ad group, if we need to. So I'm gonna share my screen, and okay, hopefully you guys can see my screen. And the mistake that I did that I was talking about is this one. I was just basically setting up the dummy campaign to explain you guys the whole thing. But I forgot that my card was attached to this account, and it ended up running the campaign, and I basically spent about, I think, 550 PKR. In USD dollar it's somewhere close to I think $4. So yeah, and the good thing, I ended up recording this ad group, ad group video today, and I basically saw the campaign was in fact running. So I ended up pausing the whole campaign, and I didn't remove my credit card information from the account, but I just basically paused the campaign. So yeah, that's what you need to make sure if you're just testing something out. Make sure you have it all on pause so you don't repeat the same mistake that I did. And let's dive into the ad grouping thing. So once you are in the campaign, and you might remember we basically created this campaign, this one. So once you are in the campaign itself, I'm just gonna go back. So I'm gonna go to the campaign. This is the one that we basically created, the first one which you can see. I'm just gonna open it. So this is where you basically see the ad groups, and if you want to basically create a new ad groups, let's say we want to have a new service, ad setup on the campaign. So I will not basically create an entirely new campaign for it. I will basically just create a new ad group under it. So and then have a new kind of new keywords attached to that to that ad group, and then those keywords will be basically attached to the new ad copies and everything. For now, I'm just gonna show you how you can basically create ad groups. So you will just click this plus blue icon over there, and from here you can basically see it's now allowing us to set up a new ad group. So for instance, we were in so for instance, in the previous video we basically covered garage door repair. So for now, let's just do garage door opener repair. So the way to do it, I will be basically just creating a campaign name called this one. My current account is set up in PKR, that's why it's showing the currency in PKR. But make sure whenever you're creating the account, make sure the currency is matching with the where your basically client exists. So, if they are in United States, make sure the currency is in USD, so it's easy for them to understand how much they are spending and everything. Because later on I will be explaining you guys as well how we basically share these all of these reports to the client using the Google Data Studio. So yeah, that's going to be a whole fun ride. So stay with me there. For now, I'm just gonna add this one keyword and make it broad modified. I'm just gonna save and continue. Okay, it's asking for the default bid right now. I'm just gonna save 5 PKR, and now it's asking me to basically write an ad copy for this specific ad group. I'm just gonna garage door opener repair. Okay, I'm just gonna stick with the same description, and garage. Maybe I will change this to this one. But obviously, when you are creating these ad copies, make sure you're paying close attention to all of these. What I would advise, maybe have a professional content writer who basically go through all of these. We do have a professional content writer in our in-house, and we always use the writer whenever we are basically preparing the ad copies and everything. So yeah, that's about it. That's how we basically create a new ad copy. I'm just gonna click done. So this is just one ad copy that I've created, and I can create more. Google basically suggests we at least have 3 ad copies under each ad group, so, and that's actually recommended as well, so make sure you do that. The extension part we are going to cover in coming videos, not in this one, otherwise it will just be a way longer video. I'm just gonna save and continue, and there we go. We have a new ad group created. I'm just gonna click it so you guys can see we have this new keyword over here, and if you would want to see the ad copy, you can just click ads, and there we go, we have the ad copies created over here. So yeah, that's about it, and that's pretty much it, the way you basically create the ad group. So I'm just gonna record it. In the coming one, I'm gonna be explaining about understanding the location targeting, and there's some details to it. So I will be explaining in the coming video how we basically go about targeting these locations, and how we basically exclude some of those locations by the zip code and everything. So yeah, stay tuned, and subscribe and like and share the video if you think it would be beneficial for someone else. So yeah, I will see you on the end of the video. Thanks, bye bye.